All right, let's dive into the incredible story of two of the planet's most successful animal groups. Now, they both absolutely dominate their realms, but as you're about to see, their fundamental blueprints for life, well, they couldn't be more different.
So let's just start with the big question here. When you think of the most dominant life on Earth, what pops into your head? Mammals? Maybe us humans? Well, the real answer might actually surprise you.
The planet's true rulers, they're all around us. I mean, literally everywhere. They're in the air we breathe, the water we swim in, and the soil right under our feet. They've colonized pretty much every corner of the globe. And the big giveaway? They have jointed legs. Yeah, I'm talking about the arthropods. And that brings us to our first titan. Forget conquering a country or a continent. We're talking about a group that conquered the entire planet. From the insects buzzing in your garden and the spiders in the corner, to the crabs on the beach and the millipedes underground. Their dominion is, well, it's absolute. You know, the scale of their success is it's hard to wrap your head around. Arthropods don't just have the most species of any animal group. They probably outnumber all other animals combined. And they did it by moving into every possible home: air, water, and soil. So, what's their secret weapon? It's this. The exoskeleton. It's like a custom-built suit of armor made of a tough, lightweight material called chitin. It gives them amazing protection, but there's a catch. To get bigger, an arthropod has to ditch its entire suit and be totally vulnerable for a while. That risky process is called molting. So let's break down their master plan. Arthropods have these segmented bodies and, of course, those famous jointed legs, which gives them incredible mobility. But it's not just about the body. They've got the brains to match. They have a well-developed brain, a nerve cord that runs along their belly, and a huge variety of sense organs, all of which makes them super responsive and adaptable survivors. And get this, their internal plumbing is completely different from ours. They've got what's called an open circulatory system. So instead of blood being neatly contained in veins and arteries, their heart just pumps blood right into the main body cavity. It literally bathes all their organs directly. It's a pretty simple, low-pressure system, but for them, it works amazingly well. And talk about adaptability. How do you breathe when you live everywhere? Well, they've found a way. If they're in the water, they use gills, kind of like fish. Most of the land dwellers, they have a tracheal system, this whole network of tiny tubes that deliver oxygen straight to their cells. And then you have the arachnids, like spiders, with these really unique layered things called book lungs, a different solution for every single environment. Okay, so we've met the group that conquered the world. Now, we're going to take a deep dive, literally, into the ocean to meet our second titan. And these guys are a totally different kind of ruler, the slow, the strange, and the beautiful echinoderms. Unlike those globe-trotting arthropods, the echinoderms, we're talking sea stars, sea urchins, and sea cucumbers, are specialists. You will only find them in marine environments. But in the ocean, they are a dominant, absolutely essential part of the whole ecosystem. And here is where things get really, really weird. As larvae, as little babies, they look pretty familiar. They have bilateral symmetry, a left side and a right side, just like us. But as they grow up, they go through this radical transformation. They completely rebuild their bodies into a 5-part, or pentaradial, symmetry. It's one of the most bizarre and complete makeovers in the entire animal kingdom. Now, their most unique feature, their superpower really, is the water vascular system. This isn't for blood. It's a complex network of internal canals that run on water pressure. By controlling the pressure, they can operate thousands of tiny little tube feet. This lets them move, grip onto rocks, and even pry open the shells of their food. It is, basically, a biological hydraulic engine. And if you thought they couldn't get any stranger, think again. Their entire body plan is essentially upside down compared to most other animals. The mouth is usually on the bottom, facing the seafloor, and the anus is on the top surface. It's a design that's super efficient for how they live, and let's be honest, just a little bit weird. So in a huge contrast to the complex arthropods, many of the echinoderms' other systems are really simple. Their circulatory system is so minimal it doesn't even have a heart. Their nervous system is just a basic nerve ring with nerves branching out. And they don't even have a specialized system for getting rid of waste. It's a kind of simplicity that's been perfected for a slow-moving life on the ocean floor. So there we have it, our two titans, the complex, world-conquering arthropod and the strange, highly specialized echinoderm.
Now, let's put their two totally different blueprints for success side by side. This table just lays out the extreme contrast so clearly. I mean, look at the key differences. Habitat. Arthropods are everywhere. Echinoderms are only in the ocean. Skeleton. One is external, one is internal. Symmetry. One is bilateral, the other has that bizarre 5-part symmetry as an adult. And their internal systems are just worlds apart. These are two completely different, yet wildly successful paths to the top. You know, this quote just absolutely nails it. It really is a story of armor versus hydraulics, isn't it? The arthropods armored up and basically marched across the entire globe. The echinoderms, on the other hand, engineered this unique internal system that gave them complete mastery over the ocean depths. And that really just leaves us with a final thought. We've got one planet and two incredibly successful empires built on completely opposing principles. So what does success really mean in the grand scheme of things? Is it about conquering every niche on the planet? Or is it about perfecting a unique design to become royalty in just one? Definitely something to think about.